How's it going, guys? Mush back at it with another video. A lot to talk about with E3. I'll get to that in a different video, my overall thoughts on the Microsoft Bethesda conference. However, Stalker 2, I'll just say this right away, that was my game of the show. That gameplay trailer, oh boy, I am excited for this game. April 22nd of 2022, I believe. April of 2022, I know for sure. So excited for Stalker 2. That game is going to be phenomenal, I believe, and it will be on Xbox Game Pass, so you're not even going to have to spend $60 or $70 on it. And what I want to go over in this video is the Stalker 2 official PC system requirements. Yes, they have already been revealed. It was in the official blog for the game, and I do want to go over Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. We got minimum requirements, we got recommended requirements, and some things that might surprise some people, especially that storage space. Man, sometimes it's a little bit off with the system requirements, but it's usually right around the ballpark, so we'll talk that as well. But let's get right into it. Minimum system requirements: CPU, an AMD Ryzen 5 1600X or an Intel Core i5 7600K. So that's relatively mid-range. Nothing too crazy, but to have that as minimum, that already lets you know that the recommended requirements are gonna be relatively high, and spoiler alert, they are relatively high, so we'll get to that in a second. Minimum graphics card requirement: an AMD Radeon RX 580 and NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 with 6GB. Remember, they do make a 1060 as a 3GB variant as well, or they did make it in a 3GB variant. Those are older cards at this stage of the game, but you guys are going to see the disparity with the recommended and minimum is it's pretty big, so we'll get to that in a second, but that's fine, I think, for a RX 580 and 1060 to still be offered as minimum. 8GB of RAM minimum, that's fine. That's been pretty standard, especially because I do believe this is going to be a higher end game. I don't think, this is one of those games that you're going to get by with 4 gigs of RAM. Let's make that abundantly clear. So now let's transition into the recommended requirements. We'll get into storage space in a little bit, but recommended CPU: Ryzen 7 3700X or an Intel Core i7 9700K. So that's pretty beefy CPU, so that's, be prepared for that if you are looking to play this game. Recommended graphics card: AMD Radeon RX 5700 XT or a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 or a GTX 1080 Ti. Now, I said it's relatively high-end, but it's kind of to be expected. This is going to be a higher-end title. An RTX 2070, I mean, at this point, that's still a GPU that goes for a pretty penny, even though it's a generation old. Like, I just want to pull it up for you guys on eBay real quick. Let's see how much a 2070 is. I'm going to guess at least $600. Okay, $800. Yeah, around $800 it's going for. There's a lot of bids that still have, quite a bit of time left, and they're already up to 700. So that's a pretty expensive GPU because of the market as it is right now. Obviously, in the regular world, if things were normal, a 2070 would be a relatively palatable GPU to acquire. But right now, obviously, a little bit expensive. GTX 1080 Ti also going to fit the bill. Recommended RAM requirement: 16GB of RAM. Again, pretty expected there. But then to put the cap on it, storage space: 150GB. Yes, you are going to need 150GB of free storage space to store this game. It's going to be a colossal game, and I imagine it's going to be a huge game from a content standpoint and replayability standpoint as well, because there's going to be multiple endings in the game. There's going to be quite a bit of decision making. Just super excited for this game. I thought the trailer looked tremendous. Look, I'll give you guys a spoiler for the video that I'm going to do later. My main issue with a lot of these trailers is we're not seeing, like, actual gameplay. Like, I want to see gameplay of how these games are going to play. The Starfield trailer, memes. Don't care about it. Show me gameplay or get the hell out. The Redfall trailer, love Arcane Studios. Show me gameplay or get the hell out. Like, I don't care. Like, to me, those are non-factors. Like, you could just leave. I don't care about these games where you don't show me anything. Like, I just thought the Redfall trailer was just such... I just scratched my head at that, and yeah, I won't get into it right now, but that Microsoft conference, I know everybody's talking highly about it, and I enjoyed it, but I definitely was not as high on it just because of opening and ending. I mean, the bookends matter, and for the Microsoft conference, those bookends I thought were atrocious, but we'll get to that in a future video, and a lot of you guys probably will disagree with me, but hey, that's the point. But Stalker 2, easily the game of the show for me. Game of the entire E3, in my opinion. I just think it looks fantastic, and that gameplay trailer really set the tone for something that I think is going to be quite good. So, should have seen more trailers like that, less trailers like what we saw out of Avatar, out of Starfield and out of Redfall. That stuff is no mas to me. But that's gonna wrap up this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Stalker 2. What do you think about these system requirements in the comments section down below? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.